Welcome back to the Extreme Festival action here at Zwartkops. It's round 2 of the National Championships, and we're heading into some single-seater action right now. It's great to see the big crowds coming back out here to Zwartkops and being entertained on the black stuff, as they always are. Investchem Formula 1600 action now. Single-seaters here at the Extreme Festival, and the battle will continue here for the single-seater championship, along with a future star, Karabo Malamela.
For me, it was kind of a troublesome qualifying, struggling with turn 2 and turn 5. Strictly under the braking, my fronts were locking up quite a bit. But I'm hoping for a better race 1, and hopefully we can improve on lap time, especially on the position, but mainly just trying to understand the car a lot more and getting better with it over time.
A man who's certainly at the front end will be Nicholas Van Wheelie.
Practice yesterday wasn't too good for us. We had a few struggles and a few issues. We were a few tenths off, so we made some changes for qualifying this morning, and they seem to have worked. So at least we're P3 on the grid, and we'll see. We'll try a few more things for the race, and hopefully we can make it P1.
I'm certainly looking forward to this battle, as we've seen some superb stuff amongst these youngsters and seasoned campaigners when it comes to this category. Alex Vos unfortunately didn't quite have the qualifying he wanted. You can see Troy Donachek and Casey Ansel-Smith are at the front end, with Van Wheelie and Kutsia the second row. Gerard Keldernaes and Siyabonga Monkonkwana ahead of Antoine and Storm, with Shrin Naidu, Alex Vos, Andrew Schofield and Karabo at the back of the pack, as we get ready to go now for race number 1. Oh, coming to the line, Siyabonga Monkonkwana has had a bit of an issue. He's spun out. Oh, that is not the way you want to be doing things there, Sia. Hopefully he can get it running again, and he kept the clutch in. If he did, he'll be able to get down there. Let's have a look at it from his onboard. He's just trying to warm the tyres up, and he just put a wheel on the dirt. Didn't realise that the back end was a little bit closer to the grass than what he expected. Fortunately, he did keep it running, and he's back on the grid for the start. As the lights go out, we go racing, and it is a fantastic start yet again there from Troy Donachek. Looks like he's going to try and capitalise. Yes, he has. Perfectly done. Casey Ansel-Smith, though, has fallen into the pack ever so slightly. Karabo Malamela comes alongside Andrew Schofield. Where is Gerard Keldernaes going? Oh, he's on the dirty stuff and right onto the inside of the track. He tries to come back on the inside and just comes alongside Siyabonga Monkonkwana. Monkonkwana got a big wake-up call there as Gerard Keldernaes came back onto the circuit into turn 2. At the front end, though, Donachek leads from Van Wheelie. Van Wheelie from Antoine Keldernaes. There comes a big move from the Mint Coachworks machine, and a big move from Vos as well. Vos trying to find a way through there on Storm Lanphier. His qualifying did not go according to plan there for Alex Vos. You can see he will be really, really determined to try and get to the front end, as is Jason Kutsia, who's come slightly ahead there and got through on Casey Ansel-Smith. Side by side once again between that Malamela. Malamela now forcing Vos into a little bit of evasive driving as they come down onto braking for turn 8. He goes into the middle of the circuit. Schofield tries to go up his inside. Schofield, I think, will get through on Vos, but he's going to lose out there to Malamela as they come to complete the first lap in anger. Across the line they come. Casey Ansel-Smith trying to make up ground now on the back end of Jason Kutsia. And Jason Kutsia has got some work to do to try and close that gap down on the first 3. The first 3 getting away ever so slightly. Antoine Keldernaes definitely turned his luck around there on the start. Let's have a look at it from Andrew Schofield's point of view as they head up into turn 2. You can see the return there of Gerard Keldernaes on the inside. And now everybody has to try and take a little bit of evasive action. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It looked a lot worse from outside than it did from the onboard there from Schofield. A little bit of manoeuvring there from Shrin Naidu. He got out of shape there properly coming out of turn 5, but he managed to catch it just to stay on track ahead of Malamela as the leaders come to complete another lap. Van Wheelie hasn't had an answer yet to Donachek. He's looking to continue the domination that Troy's had literally since climbing into one of these cars. His stablemate and a bit further back there, Storm Lanphier, still battling a little bit at the back end of the pack. Hasn't quite got to grips with the single-seater side of things. Coming out of karting along with Troy Donachek. And the two of them coming almost on things instantaneously on the same side of things out of the carts. Monkonkwana, though, definitely looking to make up ground. After that mistake he made on the warm-up lap, he's got his head down now and he's trying to close things down, as you can see on that first couple of cars up the road. His sights are set as he goes on the inside of Casey Ansel-Smith, now on Jason Kutsia. So just finding a way there, ticking them off one by one for Rafe Driver SA and the Investchem team as he now comes out of turn 4. Going in the background as well, Gerard Keldernaes is making up ground as rapidly as what Siyabonga Monkonkwana did. Remember, Monkonkwana made the mistake on the warm-up lap, whereas it was on turn 1, on the exit point of lap 1, where Gerard made the mistake. He now looks on the inside to try and get through there on Casey. I think he's got through. Schofield also ticking them off. And he's got losing a little bit of ground, though. He's not quite where he normally is, Andrew Schofield and Alex Vos. I'm not quite sure what went wrong with those two cars this weekend. but they're definitely going to have to do something special in the second heat if they want to be slightly higher up. Jason Kutsia is right there. He is not too far behind the back end there of the lead cars, and you can see he's slowly but surely closed in on Antoine Geldenhuys. Casey Ensel-Smith days are numbered. Gerard Geldenhuys wants by, and he wants by big time. He is looking left, right and centre to try and find a way through there on Ensel-Smith, and he's going to have to work hard to keep out a man who was in contention for the championship last year, remember. As they come under braking. Oh, a little mistake from Antoine. Opens up the door, and in fact he puts a wheel on the dirt. Could open up the door there for Sia as well. Sia Monkonkwana is going to have the drive up the hill. Malamela's gone off at turn 2, but Monkonkwana is looking for a way through at the top of the hill. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, a little mistake there from Malamela and from Schofield, and looks like a little bit of mistake there from Storm Lanfear too, as they're getting out of shape here big time. Big manoeuvring here from Schofield. He's slowly but surely getting gifted a couple of positions up the road. He's gone through, and so has Alex Voss. So a bit of chopping and changing there. Storm Lanfear made a small mistake coming out of turn 5. He loses out both to Schofield and to Alex Voss. So it looks like Gerard Geldenhuys has been able to hang on, but has he been able to close in on his brother? Can he find a way through there on Antoine? Antoine seemed to be battling a little bit here in the closing stages with grip. He went a bit wide coming out of turn 4 as we saw. And now we head back to this battle between Voss, Schofield and Lanfear. Top of the hill though, and heading towards the checkered flag. There's no worries at all for this man. Troy Dolanchek has done an amazing job here for the Sujan Racing Team. Once again, fantastic effort there from him, and he will continue to lead this championship. Although things have turned around slightly there from Nicholas Van Wheelie. We heard from him in his interview. He wasn't happy with the practice sessions and qualifying, but he certainly must be happy with the performance of his car to finish up in second behind Troy Dolanchek. Third place will be Jason Kutsia. He finishes up ahead of Siyabonga Monkonkwana, turning his luck around after that little spin in the warm-up lap. And then the Geldenhuys boys fought it out. Gerard getting through on Antoine in the closing stages to beat out Casey Ensel-Smith behind them. And then it was a great effort there from Srin Naidu, finishing up just ahead of Schofield and Voss. There's the official results. Dolanchek from Van Wheelie, Kutsia and Monkonkwana. Geldenhuys with Gerard beating Antoine. Casey Ensel-Smith, Srin Naidu, Andrew Schofield and Alex Voss, your top 10 in race 1 of the Investchem Formula 1600s. Let's catch up with second place, Van Wheelie.
So we had a good start to the race, managed to hold on to Troy there for a few laps. I made a bit of a mistake in the hairpin there, which dropped me back, and then I just lost the gap a bit, but very happy with the pace. We need to find a few more tenths, and then I think we can definitely fight for the win.
Welcome back to Extreme Festival at Zwartkops, the home of Extreme Festival. A new concept being tested this weekend, as we saw Franco Scavanti taking the sheriff around for the Top of the Hill Challenge for 2024. Keep your eyes and ears on that, it'll be coming up soon. Great to see spectators getting great value for money. As the Investchem Formula 1600s are about to go out for their second heat, there's going to be action on track, but there's always lots of action around the circuit as well. Dolanchek is the man to beat. He's already taken the first victory of the day. Can he make it 2 out of 2 and cement a really good lead in the championship? We'll have to wait and see as the lights go out. Where is Monkonkwana going? Well, he's decided to pick up the check and head to the hotel and go to the airport before anybody else. Monkonkwana with a massive jump start off the line. He's going to have to try and get 30 seconds or more here at the front end if he wants a chance of taking that advantage of the jump start, but I don't think that's going to happen. Troy Dolanchek goes into second place on the line, but I can tell you right now that's basically first place as it is. So it's 2 small mistakes there from Siyabonga Monkonkwana in both heats, spinning out on the warm-up lap and now jump starting in the second race. The rest of the pack now forming up big time. Voss on the tailpiece of Schofield, resuming that battle at the back end of the field, and looks like Malamela about to join them. On board here with Nicholas Van Wheelie, watching those mirrors as he heads up towards turn 5. He wants to just make sure that no one sneaks through, and what a move to sneak through there. Oh, absolutely brilliant stuff. That is the way you do it. Jason Kutsia slowly but surely ticking them off one by one. He wants through on Van Wheelie, and he's looking for a chance early on to do exactly that. He's got through. And in the background, look at that. Antoine Geldenhuys getting out of shape to get on the inside of Casey Ensel-Smith. He makes it stick, but it was a tough maneuver to try and get through there. I'm quite sure what he was thinking there. He tried to sell the dummy and then went for the move. And it almost got the car out of shape on a similar vein to what we saw with Monkonkwana spinning out in that warm-up section. Now as they head down towards turn 2, look at this. Oh, this is great. Great dive on the inside there. Storm Lanfear making up some ground. Srin Naidu in the pack there as well, looking for a chance to get through on Gerard Geldenhuys, who once again has had an absolute nightmare of a start. He's got lots of work to do to get to the front end. Monkonkwana is disappearing at the front end, but Dolanchek will realize with that jump start, he doesn't really have to fight Sia. All he has to worry about is where Van Wheelie and Kutsia are behind him. We'll go on board here with Storm Lanfear. Gerard Geldenhuys on his inside. Oh, he forces Stormy wide. He gets onto the dirty stuff, and he's going to be able to hang on to it only just, yes. But watch out for Gerard Geldenhuys squeezing through, and a couple more cars going along after a little mistake there from Storm coming out of turn 4. He's lost out 4 positions. So looks like the Fly Sapphire car's got through as well. Trying to come back though, but having some pressure put on him. As you can see, they're fast looking for a way through. Malamela sucking in as well, looking for a chance. Casey Smith wants to return the favour on Antoine. Not quite close enough just yet. Gerard has got through to the front of the second pack, but let's have a look at this from Siyabonga Monkokwane's point of view. This is how you start a race. 3, 2, 1, lights on, and we're out of here. Siyabonga Monkokwane shaking his head. He realizes the mistake he's made, and that's going to be a costly one. Not right now, by the time the checkered flag comes up, because there's going to be a 30-second penalty definitely slapped onto that young man. So it didn't quite work out there for him, but take nothing away from the effort put in there by Sia to get off the line nicely. He nearly made it work. Here comes Casey. Casey Smith trying to come back here at Antoine. He's got the inside line. Is he good enough on the brakes to get on the inside? Yes, he is. Oh, it's a fantastic move there. Actually, out of Casey Smith, showing Antoine Geldenhuys the way into turn 5. And that's not an easy thing to do, because Antoine has got a little bit more experience behind the wheel of these cars than what the man in front of him's got. But he's probably got the same amount of experience as his brother, who's right on his tail now, looking for a way to sneak into turn 8. Has a look. Didn't quite make it stick though. As you can see, the two Geldenhuys boys are going to fight it out yet again, as we saw in race number 1. But they've got Casey Smith behind them, and slowly but surely joining the party. Shrin Naidu is not too far away from this little battle. If he gets there, he's going to bring Schofield along for the ride. And what Casey Smith is doing, and he doesn't know about it, is he's concertining the 4 cars behind him right up onto his gearbox. Monkokwane has been caught now by Dolanchek. Dolanchek has been caught by Jason Kutsia, who's had a fantastic run here in the second half of the second heat. He's got ahead of Van Wheelie, but Van Wheelie is closing him down, looking for a way through. Sia looks in his rearview mirrors. He's looking to try and keep out Troy. Troy Dolanchek might be on his inside. Looks a little bit wide. Yeah, there you go. Dolanchek sneaks through and takes the lead of the race officially now, as Monkokwane, I think, actually let him through there. Didn't give up too much of a fight, realizing that he's possibly going to get that penalty anyway. Now as they come down under braking, Jason Kutsia is going to do the same thing. The Mint Coachworks machine diving on the inside, and can he find a way through? Sia's not going to make it as easy for Jason as he did there for Troy Dolanchek. But Jason Kutsia does get through. And I think Van Wheelie might have just slotted onto the inside line. No, he hasn't. Monkokwane stayed on the outside and kept him out. Whoa, I didn't see that coming. Kutsia late on the brakes into turn 2. Oh, and Sia just locks up under braking. The back end steps out slightly, and that's going to give the chance there to Van Wheelie to get through. So Kutsia sneaks ahead after a little bit of an out-braking maneuver on Siyabonga Monkokwane into turn 2. Have we got Van Wheelie through? Yes, only just onto the back straight, and now into turn 4. So Monkokwane down to 4th place. 4th place with a 30-second penalty is going to be probably about a 12th place overall if Sia gets that 30-second penalty, which we know he's going to. As they come out of turn 4, here they go, to the top of the hill. Is that Antoine Geldenhuys pulling away now? Yes, so Antoine's got to the front of this pack, and he's now trying to get away from his brother Gerard, who's under big pressure. Oh, a little touch! Little wheel lock up there between Shrin Naidu, and has put Naidu onto the dirty stuff. He just clipped the back wheels there of the 2 cars, and Naidu now falls right to the back of the pack. So you don't want to be locking up wheels. We've already seen a massive moment in the beginning of this championship, and we don't want any more of those. Flag is out. Dolanchek with a double victory. Brilliant stuff there from him. Wins out over Nicholas Van Wheelie, Jason Kutsia, and Casey Smith wins out the battle between Antoine and Gerard Geldenhuys. In the championship heading to PE, Troy Dolanchek has a 10-point lead now over Gerard Geldenhuys. Then it's Van Wheelie down a couple of points, with Jason Kutsia moving up into the 4th spot, just ahead of Siyabonga Monkokwane. Let's have a look at Shrin Naidu's incident up towards turn 5. He comes alongside, trying to find a way through on the outside. They just clip the back wheels. It sends him into the dirty stuff, off track completely. Good recovery, but unfortunately it dropped him right to the back of the pack. And the only man he didn't lose out on was Sia. Let's catch up with Troy, though, after 2 wins.
We got a nice result in the end, P1, so really happy with that. But Sia had a jump start, so he was in front for most of the race, and I couldn't pass him, so I struggled a bit there, and then eventually I got him up into turn 5, so from there I had a nice little breather and got to put some consistent laps in at the end, so I was really happy with that. The pace was really good, the car's been great the whole weekend, so massive thank you to my dad again, to Graham again for the help throughout the weekend, and obviously a massive thanks to Hendrik. He's been working on the car throughout the weekend, and obviously to Sujin. But yeah, really happy with the result for the whole weekend, and a nice couple of bags, points in the bag, so really happy with that.
Second in race 2, Jason Kutsia.
Just a pity that we got held up a bit there, but otherwise, I mean, it was super fun. Grateful to be up there and bring the car home safe. So yeah, I mean, big well done to Troy. Drove super well. It's just been so close this whole weekend that whoever gets in front by a little gap, that's going to stay the same till the end of the race. But yeah, I want to big thanks to my sponsors, Sparko, Fuchs, Mint Drapworks, even my mom and my dad. Just a pity they weren't here, but yeah, definitely missed them, and hopefully they'll be at the next one.